we're coming into a holiday now,
Okay.
which the actual holiday starts tonight, but there's the pre-part of the holiday, which is today. So, like, you may have noticed when you were coming here already, the fire department set up a whole, what do they call it, a container, where people bring all the leftover that they're not in here, or in here is all the properties that the people are selling. In other words, they want to buy, have it after Passover by buying it back from you. But there's a lot of stuff that we're not, little things, that
Doesn't pay. So yes, we can't own it, so we get rid of it. Things of value, we don't want to waste it.
I got it.
So then when we sell, we want to get someone to sell it. Either you can make, or people down the line, people will benefit from it. So that's why we don't.
That starts from about 11 o'clock today. Okay, so and from 11 o'clock today, if we have anything in our homes that is chometz, you know the word chometz already. You learned that word already. So we can't eat it. We can't have any.
Can't drink it. No pleasure.
Derive any pleasure from it. You have no problem. So therefore, we know you as a good friend from a number of years, and you know our traditions and what we do and our customs. So we sell it to you. And we hope that you'll profit nicely from it. So I gave you an English version of what I'm, basically I'm going to tell you. And it says, now officially the way we do it is, we rabbis, or rabbis from many places in the United States, all send us, not all the rabbis in the United States, but quite a number, send us their congregation, their members and everything. And there's a lot that's going to come in yet. Yesterday was Sunday, there was no mail. I'm sure in my mail today I'm going to have a few packages today from different rabbis. Or people will send on the internet, they say, or on the fax. I get faxes and I get on the internet. And not only that, but there's also people who wanted to sell, or they want to sell, but they forgot. Every year, every year they do it, and they forgot. And there's also, it's very possible that amongst my people, or among other people may have sent me, or want to send me, there's papers that are by those rabbis also, that they didn't send me, and there's people that may have been lost. Some doctors may have been lost, or some doctors may have been displaced. And but in previous years, these people, they're very observant, but people are human and they can forget. And there's people that may have told me, or they may have called me, or called one of the other rabbis, and we forgot to write it down. See, the way we do it is, all our rabbis that are involved over here appoint one rabbi, like a chief, and that's Rabbi Hecht, because before him, his father was the one that used to take care of it. So, so we have the permission, and we have the request, and we want to do them a favor, and those that may have forgotten or those that are going to come late, to sell to you before the hour of 11 o'clock, which I explained to you before that is, all type of chometz. Now, chometz doesn't mean only a loaf of bread. There's mixtures of chometz. There's chometz that was cooked, not even bread, but it was made from the 5 species. There are 5 species. There's bread, there's wheat, there's barley, there's spelt, there's rye, and there's oats. Anything that's made from these products is considered chometz. And in any form or shape, It could
Whiskeys, beers.
It could be your beer is made from barley. The hops are made from barley. So all these type of things are included in this sale. Not only that, there many times people have like containers in which they maintain the chometz, or sometimes there's chometz that's stuck to the to the
Pots
containers
and pans,
or to the pots and pans. All that is so wrong. Maybe it wasn't washed good, so there's some that make.
So it's selling. You're buying even,
And
so it's it's a package deal.
Right.
You have to go with the band.
there's also there may be even small pieces that have no value to them. How much is it worth? It has no value to it. We throw it in, and not only that, but this document is also going to serve as a rental. In other words, all these plates, all the things that are represented, they all have addresses. They're laying someplace. So we're going to work out also a rental for the properties to be able to maintain it. Now, not only, there's also people, let's say companies. There's companies that ordered already before today, and the shipment is coming in during the week. Or is coming in. It could be by plane, or by boat, or by train.
How did that get to you, by the way?
Today I'll leave it here. I didn't put it in there. By drone, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows how they make deliveries? There's all ways to make deliveries today. So anything that's going to be delivered during the Passover, automatically is going to you.
Also, the medicines.
There's medicines that have, especially liquid medicines. A good liquid medicine that has alcohol, that's grain alcohol, and a lot of alcohol is isopropyl, is not. It's just a synthetic alcohol, but there's grain alcohol, and there's perfumes that have good, expensive perfume has expensive alcohol in it.
I don't need any of that.
Huh?
We're selling it to you. Your wife didn't find out,
Besides,
you go check out the,
besides all these items that I mentioned, in whatever form or shape they are, they could be cooked already. They could be, if it's processed food, it could be cooked. It could be broiled. It could be fried. It could be, many different ways, in any form or shape to sell. In addition to all this, there's people who have animals. People have pets. That's a lot of, and maybe some of these people even have farms. I don't know, and they have to feed the animals.
Yeah.
And there is animal food. Today it's quite expensive to have a dog. Even I read, you have to feed a dog.
I have a dog and 2 cats.
Do you know what it is?
It's expensive.
It's expensive, and you can't give them junk. They're particular.
Yeah.
And they make some of the foods that they make for them are chometz, are mixed for these problems.
Yeah.
It's not only dog food, you call it dog food, but it's fit for human consumption. So all those animals are yours, and they're being fed by you or by your representatives. Okay. So basically, even what I explained or what I didn't explain or what I mentioned or what I didn't mention is all included. It's all inclusive, let's put it that way. Now, put that in.
I guess also, if people have stocks in companies.
Okay, that's right. People have investments. It could be an investment in a food company. Today, I remember there was what do you call it? A cigarette, Philip Morris. But Philip Morris wasn't only tobacco. They were a conglomerate. They had a lot of other companies that they had invested in food.
Right.
So you may be an investment in Philip Morris, and you have a small share, but your investment in those particular stocks is chometz. So those investments are all going over. We don't want it to sell it short.
Weren't they connected to RJ or Nabisco or something? I don't know.
RJ Reynolds, I think.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But all of them are conglomerates. The way they're knocking the tobacco industry, you know, they got to do other things also.
Yeah, marijuana.
Yeah, right.
I happen to know that.
I don't think marijuana is Chometz.
That's not Chometz.
No one's selling it. You're not getting out of that stuff. Don't give it that.
But the tobacco companies are buying all this marijuana.
Floyd is Israeli Laban for Skidding.
Now, you could,
It's fine, man, every week.
now,
Shmona Mishas Kseda.
as I told you before, this holiday starts, or the prohibition starts from today, 11 o'clock. But it ends next Tuesday night, about 9 o'clock. But we're going to sell it to you for till 3 days after Pesach. You have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Why? Because we know that during Passover you can only sell it to non-Jews. And we want to enlarge your market, so after Passover...
We're selling it to you for good. But we're giving you till 10 days to come up with the full money.
Okay.
3 days after the
It's the
holiday.
next. That's
It's 11 days.
11 days after the holiday. Okay. Shnei Moser Yom,
Total of 12 was
a
today.
total of 12 days. There's 8 days and the other 3 days after
Three
Yom
after and
Kippur.
one today. Yeah.
Ad Shloshi Yomim, Achar Chag HaPesach, says it.
also.
Now the question now is a very logical question. You may say to Rabbi Hecht, thank you very much. If I want to go into business, I don't need you. I could call up Cisco, for example, or some other big food distributor, and I'll get all these things that I need. What do I need you? So Rabbi Hecht is making a deal with you. And the deal is that for whatever price you can get this stuff, let's say from Cisco or another big distributor, Del Monte, whoever it is, he's going to reduce $100 from his price. In other words, so if you sell his stuff, even if
We'll
you
sell
sell
on the sell anyway.
you have $100 built-in profit already automatically. This is an incentive that you should want to sell it. And,
Right.
And also there may be certain expenses that you may entertain by selling it, taxes or sales tax, or I don't know what it is. You know, so he's also going to reduce some 3% from the value for the money that you will need to spend for taxes on to go with this enterprise.
No, it's 3% from 3% of every 100.
Yeah, of the value.
Yeah, but even if there's no expenses, the 3% discount plus the $100.
Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to do certain things which will serve, as I'll call in English, as an act of acquisition of you think. So certain things, for example, if I want to sell you this, okay, so and I give it to you, and you pick it up. That's one form of acquisition. You take it into your. A way to take these things into your acquisition, we call it in Hebrew. There's a word for it called mashicha. But so I'm going to give you some keys, and by accepting these keys, no, the rabbi will give you. I'm going to give you the keys, and by accepting, pick up these keys. By accepting the keys, you have access. So it's a form of acquisition already. First form of acquisition. Now, another form. Now the question. Another form of acquisition is money. Money buys everything, right? Except love, or maybe love also. Who knows? So
Depends on the woman.
okay. So I don't know. You see over here how much notes we have over here. We're representing over here maybe a few 100,000 people. And I don't we'll have to, of course, evaluate everything, and if it will come to price, we'll have to appoint someone to evaluate it. And this, the rabbi
This
will
is not
pick
just in
someone.
Brooklyn, right?
No, it's-
No, not just in Brooklyn.
All United States.
You're dealing
Much
with
more United States.
with
This is,
a-
Latin America,
I wouldn't
Europe,
say international, but national.
international.
Okay.
national.
I wouldn't say-
People that have
I have
Chometz
global.
international too.
Huh?
Yeah,
I'm global also.
yeah. So, money, I said, so
Every continent except for Australia.
I think that, let's ask the rabbi. Rabbi, how much would you want for a down payment?
$100.
$100. Okay. You got $100?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're a rich lawyer.
I just remembered this.
Yeah, you're a
I
rich
use my
lawyer.
phone for everything
You're a
now.
rich lawyer.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just right now?
Yeah. Dish it out. Okay. Check if they're all.
They're real.
Okay. So the rabbi got already some cash on the deal, but being
Down
that
payment.
the cash, is not sufficient to cover all the expenses, and it's a lot of money, So if you go to the bank to take a loan, no banks can give you a loan without a guarantor. Do you have any guarantor maybe for yeah. You have any proof to? How do I know he's a guarantor?
No, I've been here for 5 years.
I don't know today.
Yeah.
No, so he's going to give you a guarantee. Oh, he's going to give you a guarantee note. That's very nice of him.
That is very nice.
That's very nice of him. I don't know how he's going to sleep tonight, but
Don't worry, it's been a long way. It's been a long way.
okay, good.
Four cups of wine. Let me out before you know it. He go, you stay up till
Rabbi,
Okay.
you want to look it over, see if
Yeah.
it looks good?
it looks good. It's great.
It looks good. Now, another way,
There's a one paper for me.
honest people that do business, they have different ways of doing business, but I think one of the very honest ways is a handshake. And you shake hands, it's stronger than a word. So, Rabbi, how about shaking hands with
So deal.
a friend?
Deal.
Okay. And now the situation changed a little bit. Let me explain to you what happened here. When you gave him the down payment, he had some worry. What about the rest of it? But now that you gave him the guarantee note from him, he's no longer worried. He was paid in full. If anyone has to worry, this guy has to worry. And you're
I can
dealing.
tell the anxiety.
Yes.
And you're dealing now with him. You have to account to him, because he got to come with the money. You have to report to him how you're doing, how the sales is going and everything. And maybe he has some ideas. He'll give you how to prosper, But as far as the rabbi
He calls me up. He asks how it's going.
Oh,
He does.
as far as the rabbi is concerned, it's an absolute sale, paid in full, 100%, not 99, 100%. And if there's such a thing as 101%, it's 101%. Okay, now, so we did Yaz, and we have the auto cobbling, and everything. Okay, so now we'll get to the property, because as I told you, this thing is you're not taking it all to your house. I mean, that would be an easy way, but
Yeah.
but it's not going to happen.
I have a garage, but it's not that.
Yeah, it's not going to fit in.
Yeah.
So you have to rent the places. Now, I don't know how much the total the rental will be, because you have to evaluate depends, what Vanderbilt said. What do you say? Location,
Yeah.
It depends where the property is, But let's work the same system as before. Rabbi, you'll take a deposit, a down payment?
Yes.
Okay. How much will you take?
The probably we can go 50.
50. Okay.
Can we do 60? I only got 20.
60.
Another 50.
Or
I'll give you
change.
I'll give you
change. Okay. All right.
This is the first. There you go.
Thank you.
See?
Next year I'll bring some tents.
Price may go up next year.
Now,
Maybe too big, too hard.
The real estate is in this neighborhood.
okay, so we again, being that it's not the 50 is not going to really pay for it. The guarantor, he's guaranteeing for that also.
I think so, yeah.
You think so? You want to check? Want to check the note if he's guaranteeing for both things?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, another way. Besides what I gave you some keys before, but that was for an act of that to move it into you. But if you renting property, you need a way to get into it. So here's some of the keys. Here's some of the keys. You want to give? You have any keys to give him?
I don't have any keys, but he knows where to find me.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's not enough.
You have any keys?
I want to give him a key to your house. What do you mean?
I don't have a key to my house.
The yeshiva.
I give you.
Want a yeshiva key?
The codes.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we've got more keys.
We'll get to
And any place that you want to get in,
Oh,
you'll contact us. Arrangements will be made. They have to let you in. Now, one more thing, when they're talking about active acquisition, there's a very interesting Jewish way of acquisition. There are items are divided into two categories. There's a category of non-movable, like a building is non-movable, and there's a category of movable. Being that you bought the unmovable, you rented the unmovable, so automatically through the unmovable, you acquire automatically the movable. And that's another way of...
No, it's like when you buy a house, you get the furniture with it.
Yeah.
So once the house becomes yours, the furniture also becomes yours.
Now,
Also, listen, if you have a problem getting in, you have a right to break in. The contract
No.
stays clearly, you have a right to break into the houses.
Okay.
Okay, so,
I'm going to try to avoid that.
okay, try it. Yeah, but you have full rights. Because we only give you a couple of keys. You can't get,
But if you need our help getting into any particular place, you'll let us know, and
That'd be
we'll
easy.
figure out how
That'd
to
be
help you.
easy.
We have ways to get access.
again, I want to repeat that we here as a tribunal have the rabbinic authority to even if there's people that did not sell the Chometz, but they woke up in the middle and or they didn't even wake up to sell the Chometz, we have a right to sell for them their Chometz. And even if there's things that we didn't mention when I started giving you all the details of all the different type of Chometz, I can't think of everything. Anything that I didn't think of is also included. And as I said before, and you have the right to have this translated, and I gave it to you. So you don't have to bother even. You can read it. You may enjoy it as a legal man. And let's see what else is there. Now, okay. Now we did a number of things. Let's review it again. We did. We gave you the key, the first set of keys, as moving the property over to you. We used an acquisition of money. Another acquisition is a document, which we're going to have later. We have this document that the rabbi is going to give you later. And then we did a handshake, and then we did the movable through the unmovable, and another thing is what's called in English a barter, B-A-R-T-E-R. Do you have something like a knife or something, or your telephone, that you give your telephone to the rabbi, and through that he in turn gives you this? So it's a barter.
By me picking this up, it's becoming mine now. Okay. Everything that I have becomes yours. Okay. So all these things became yours. Okay. Now it's mine now, you can have it back.
Okay, thank you.
Now it's being that we did all these different forms, what happens if someone comes along and says, oh, Rabbi Bogomolsky, one of the things you did was not good. So you have it in legal contracts also, that if one thing is invalidated, it does not cancel the agreement. We rely on the other. I think it's counterpart. It's called, right?
It's
But
fully
that's by
severable.
signature.
Right.
There could be signature and counterparts, and there could be active position and counterparts.
Severability clause.
Yeah.
Every clause of contract is fully severable.
Severability clause.
Severability. Okay. Thanks for the word.
Court rules against you in something, the rest of us
Right.
do.
No, I want to. There's something that's not written in here, but it's written on the bottom also in the English. It's written in Hebrew, I think. So
No, it's English.
in English,
Except
okay.
for maybe the very, very bottom.
Okay, the very little bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, there's some points that I want to mention. This is a very important point. There are people who sell their chometz, sell it with the rabbi everything, and sometimes inadvertently they may use it during Passover. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm using the word inadvertently. There's some people, I sold it, but I like to have a drink. I got to get a drink of some scotch. I can't get along without it, So,
I know those people.
You know those people. So what we're making up very clearly in front of everybody that if anybody uses or if anybody sells any of this chometz, it does not affect the sale. However, if we evaluate everything, let's say, at $100,000, and someone ate something for $5,000 was eaten up inadvertently or God forbid intentionally, it's deducted, and you will not be responsible for $100,000. You'll be responsible for $100,000 less whatever was consumed during Passover.
Okay.
That's one thing. Another thing I want to make up. There are people who are going away for Passover. They go to a lot of people that can afford to go to hotels and other things. We paupers stay here. But there's people that can afford it. They go to hotels. They spend thousands of dollars. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's the public school holidays.
Yeah. So they sell the whole house. They didn't even want to check the house, what's there. So they sell the whole house is sold. But if they come back, let's say, or from one of the rooms someone has to come in, it's your property. I have no right to come into your property. So if anyone wants to come in, not
If someone
in a temporal way.
even if someone, people put their chometz in a closet,
Right.
they forgot in the closet they have something to eat, so they want to go open your closet. We want to take half from you, if you can please give permission. If anyone has to walk into your, just like I'm telling you, you're going to our house.
Right.
We want permission to walk into your house.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I just thought of it right now. I'm just curious. So, it's allergy season. My eyes are on fire. So I've been using these eye drops.
Yeah, of course.
What happens if somebody, there's hummus in the eye drops and they have allergies and their eyes are on fire?
If they have chametz in the eye job, it can be a problem. But if it's
Right.
not all of them are pure chametz.
Okay.
Number one, number two is if it's a question of life and death. Then,
Okay.
But some of them, some people do.
My eyes are on
Yeah,
fire.
some people may suffer
Yeah.
a little bit because they don't want to take medicine. Depends on what it is.
Now, in addition, there are people that have businesses. Let's say, for example, a nursing home. You have a nursing home. You have all type of patients in the nursing home. Not every patient in the nursing home is going to eat matzah. They'll be serving them chometz food also. So actually, there's included in this sale is the nursing home business. For example, such a business, or it's a hospital, or what, it's included in this sale. And
So when they're serving their patients, it's under your care.
right. Okay, I think you covered it, and I'm happy you asked questions. Good, so I hope you don't have any more questions. But,
No, that's not the box.
no.
Can we get the box with
From the businesses, you make more money because some of those businesses are actually open on the holiday, and the profits and the businesses all belong to you. They're not letting them profit from comments. So anything which happens,
The first time I did this, my wife, who worries about everything, said to me, "Are there IRS issues?" And I said to her, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't think they're talking about it. I think we're fine.
starting already?
Yeah.
I think the IRS only concerns themselves with realized gains. So only after the gains are realized do we have to figure out.
Okay, good. Okay.
Maybe you will owe a tax bill if you have realized gains, but we have to. It's too early to know what the numbers are going to be.
Yeah, hopefully it just is breaks.
Give me rid of scissors, guys. Give me scissors.
Oh, yeah.
Take that off. Just take
Yeah,
that
that's
off.
If there are any losses, let me know.
Sign.
I could use those.
Take those.
Make them big.
Scissors, Rabbi.
That's great.
I'll take this in the meantime. I'll start working on this.
I said it, I told them, the mail, yeah, I told them.
Plastic bag. I don't try to find it. If you don't, that's fine. I'm afraid that one of these is gonna fall out.
Is this bag good? Put it in here.
Make it easier. Maybe I can even tape it.
We put it together.
Okay.
This Rabbi's, okay, give it to him.
Yeah, okay, here's
This is
the
the
contract.
document. This is the document. Now we're gonna attach the document.
Sign.
right to this.
Okay.
Sign it?
No, I signed. I'm trying to do that because I sold you. You gave the money, I gave the paper.
Okay.
You want the English one back?
If you don't need it, okay.
I'll keep it. I'll keep
I'll
it.
keep it.
I'll read it later.
You keep it. I want you to learn the business. You may put me out of business.
This way.
Attach the keys.
Yeah, let me first I want sliding from the sides.
Attach the key. Attach the
Put the
keys.
keys.
I was thinking that's somebody's office key. I don't want to lose it.
That's what I put mine. I tell you.
All the contracts together.
Finish the deal.
You hand
Okay.
it to him.
Seal the deal.
You hand it to him. I'll pick it up.
Wait,
Thank you.
Okay.
Picture
pick it
time.
up.
Picture?
Okay, good.
Raise it.
Here's the immediate.
And maybe someone help. Where's your car?
My car's right across the street.
Take a picture of the challah we're selling him, giving him. Homemade challah.
That's nice.
Although I think they had to move at 11, right? No, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Although maybe they're not coming. Maybe they're not coming through the door, right? Because of the holiday.
It's not on the calendar, but they didn't give me a ticket. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Shimmy.
She's outside across the
So,
street.
Okay, Elliot.
Do you have his number, right?
Check it out.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Same. No, everything's the same.
You don't-
He always calls me. He always
Call in
calls
the
me.
middle of the holiday.
Yeah.
You know in my house.
Yes,
Yeah, we're going to your house.
Yeah. And they got Tuesday nights. yeah.
Okay.
Either with the
I'll be
cash,
there.
either with the cash or with the contract. One or the other.
All right. Thank you, guys. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Thank
Okay,
you.
Have a happy
be in touch.
holiday.
God bless you.
Happy holidays.
Okay.